Hello and welcome to the Absolute Carnage-Cast, the show where we talk about Ultimate Spider-Man. I had a fan, and I stopped a fan.
Is that the intro?
It's the intro.
30 seconds of silence. Oh, no.
You're in good hands, dude.
We're gonna boost.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
This is the best audio.
Alright, welcome to the Absolute Carnage-Cast, your number one stop for Ultimate Spider-Man content. I'm Kane.
Oh, my name is Auram,
I'm Poonda.
and we have a special guest.
Ciao, master.
I don't know if I was supposed to introduce myself or not.
You don't get an introduction.
Introduce yourself now.
Okay.
You don't get
Hi,
an
I'm
introduction
Dylan.
because you don't need an introduction. See? I turned it into a compliment. So are we
I'm in the
gonna...
thumbnail? Why?
You're going to be.
Okay, great.
You're our clickbait.
Fair enough.
So what do you want to talk about first, you big meaty man?
Me? This isn't my podcast.
You big meaty men, plural. Men.
Oh, I heard man.
Sorry,
Well,
we just know how to speak properly.
we know.
We could talk about the new Marvel, the solicitations for Marvel in December.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
done.
So there is a ridiculous amount of Spider-Man books.
Correct.
No, even more.
What's the deal
We've
with all these
started-
Spider-Man books?
There's more? What do you mean there's more?
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
like
there
$29.
are like 2 Spider-Man video comics starting in December. There's a new Spider-Man symbiote comic starting in December, and there are all the series they already had.
That's a little bit.
What is that, like a total of 8 spider books at this point? That's far too many.
Yeah.
There's what are the game ones?
I'm sorry, this is just so awkward.
They're providing an origin for all those like suits they included, which seems somewhat unnecessary.
Oh. Aren't they all wait, well cuz I know that there's one, like the high velocity suit was made for the game, but I feel like the rest of them already have comic origins.
You would think so.
Am I brain dead or are they just like remaking the origins?
No, they added 3 original suits with each DLC.
What?
Yeah, they
there's
made
a
new ones.
They'll have
I
like
thought they
2
only had the one that Eddie Granoff designed.
No, I think one was like Gabriel Delato or something, and then there's another one that I don't remember.
Odd. Let me see.
Ardo Octavius.
Stop it. I'm getting myself.
You deserve a medal for that.
Thank you. I'm on the Valiant solicitations. I don't know why. I'm big dumb.
For an hour.
Wait, Valiant? What is that? I'm so confused about this.
They're
'Cause I thought
a
they were like,
company.
I apologize. My cats are going crazy.
I didn't realize that was a cat first.
Pietro! Stop!
I thought that was a human child.
No, it is certainly one of my cats bullying the other one. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm trying to find this Spider-Man stuff.
The
Why
other
are
day,
they, what the hell? What is happening in December? Why there's Annihilation comics, 2099 comics. There's another Ghost What's going on?
Oh yeah, so they're having a murder mystery event that's then going to become cosmic and universe shattering because it's Marvel. They're having a sequel to Annihilation, and then there's the 29 event, which is launching into like 5 billion 2099 series, and it's headed by Nick Spencer.
I'm kind of excited for that 2099 one. With Big Chip Zdarsky doing Doom 2099. That just sounds great.
Mary Jane book? Has that what?
Yeah, okay, so Mary Jane is going to Hollywood to make a film that's directed by Mysterio.
Yeah, they're basically an entire plot into a new, which is... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
On the subject of Mary Jane's leaving New York, wait, are we allowed to talk about spoilers for Spider-Man? As in the Amazing Spider-Man book?
I'm fine with it.
I would appreciate no, because I haven't read it.
Then.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
Like I mentioned when we were trying to plan this, I am quite behind on comics right now. So anything for like the past month and a half, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
We could spoil all of Absolute Carnage for you right now.
Honestly, I don't care because I'm not planning on reading it.
What?
Wow.
I don't know if that spits in the face of this entire podcast.
The Absolute Carnage-Cast.
Look,
your one-stop shop for Ultimate Spider-Man content.
It's important to have multiple perspectives, and my perspective is I don't care about Carnage.
My perspective is you have a bad perspective.
My perspective is that Dylan is wrong. Next.
I haven't.
My perspective is fuck you.
That's really cool.
I like that they're making a horror book with Venom. That's all there is. I like it. It's good.
But it's Carnage, not Venom.
It's both of them.
Carnage is it's a Venom book. Like Carnage is just antagonist boy.
That's fair. I feel like Donny Cates was doing like well enough with the Venom book. It was already big enough. It didn't need an event. And I've only I've not heard much about the main like Absolute Carnage book, but I've not heard great things. So
I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree with you that it probably shouldn't have been an event, but I think like the actual story itself is still good enough that I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, they plan to do just like make it the third arc of Venom, but then Marvel was nah.
Because they're Marvel, and of course they did.
Of course.
Oh man.
It's the same reason why Secret Empire got blown so out of proportion. Because it was just Nick Spencer's story, and then Marvel was like, "Hey, make that big. It'll make headlines." And so they did.
It did make headlines for the wrong reason.
Secret Empire was kind of
headlines for the best reasons.
I thought it had its moments. It was meh.
I enjoyed it, but it just it didn't need to be as big as it ended up being, and that's a problem with a lot of modern comic stories, or mostly Marvel does that, where they'll notice that a writer is doing something really cool in their own solo book, and then they'll just force an event down their throat and make them tie it into everyone's other book, and that doesn't always work.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
How much you want to bet 2099 was just supposed to be like a little Spider-Man arc?
What's happening with that? Because I briefly looked at the solicitations, and there's like 7 2099 books.
Yeah, Nick Spencer's doing a 2099 event, and apparently everything is now revolving around that.
Are they all one-shots, or?
They're like miniseries or one-shots. I don't care. I'm not reading any of them.
Chip Zdarsky's writing a Doom 2099 one-shot. I do not care. It's so great.
Well, Chip Zdarsky sucks. Okay.
What?
Whoa,
That's a
whoa.
That's a joke. I love his Daredevil run. It's great.
Fuck life story though.
Anyway, going back.
Dude,
Going
Life
back to
Story is
that-
trash. It's just, I'm kidding. That's also a joke. I need to stop making jokes. We need to have a podcast.
Anyway, going back to Absolute Carnage's tie-ins, there are a ridiculous amount of them, and none of them need to exist.
Oh yeah,
That's kind
none
of
of
what I.
the Miles
actually-
tie that was just like stuff that happened in Absolute Carnage issue 2. Like nothing in that issue didn't happen in Absolute Carnage. It was stupid.
Yeah,
But they have a tie-in which is just about the regular like life of the guy who the black suit wanted to, between it being in the Baxter building and going back to Peter's house.
I do think that issue 2 was kind of just like fillery. Like it almost could have been a tie-in. It didn't really seem like it had much of a purpose other than just getting them between issues to me.
I think so, yeah. Issue 3 was pretty solid.
I like how we're really sticking to that. Let's not talk about anything that's current comics.
Let's just
Yes,
leave
that is-
Dylan out of the conversation and move back to Absolute
Alright,
Carnage.
let's talk about
I guess so well here.
I'm just here. I'll talk when I have something to say.
You boys,
That's what I'm gonna say. Can we read fanfiction?
okay.
Can you? Sorry, what?
So that was the idea that we could read Spider-Woman fanfiction, as you're the only Spider-Woman fan in the world.
The only one.
What was your game plan was to invite me onto your podcast and then force me to listen to Spider-Man fanfiction?
No, you're gonna read it.
Oh, I'm gonna read it.
Oh wait, I didn't expect that.
This long-winded form of torture will.
Does anyone?
So I feel like that's a different video.
This is great. This is some great content.
Does anyone already have like an idea of a fan fiction to read, or are we just gonna find one now?
Guess we'll find one live. Okay, so my friend found this fanfiction while you guys are searching, called Spidey's Harem, and it goes out of its way to say all these characters are 16, and
Oh no.
yeah, it's very sexual. If you couldn't tell from the title, it's not good. It's very bad, and like I don't understand why there could be like thoroughly no like there's literally a disclaimer that says these characters are all 16.
Oh god, there is a worrying amount of Ultimate Jessica Drew.
Link it.
Oh no!
Ultimate
That doesn't surprise me.
I wish there was a way to like verbalize the Starscream pregnant pictures. Those would be a good
Stop.
replacement.
Stop it, please. I don't want that.
Have any of you ever watched the Spider-Woman cartoon?
I haven't.
Nope.
That's like the motion comic, right?
No, there's
No.
in the 80s they wanted to syndicate Spider-Woman to like further cement that she was a thing to avoid inevitability that some other company was going to make one. So they just threw her like a season of a show. It's animated just like the Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends show, but it's Spider-Woman. I've not seen it. I think I've seen like the first episode, but it
I saw the
exists.
first episode when I was a small, confused me and I stopped.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like it's the I mean I have a lot to thank for it because it along with Bendis are the two reasons that there is any Spider-Woman merch in existence. Like half of it is from her New Avengers days and the other half is from cartoon tie-ins.
You're lucky that Spider-Woman got some good animated representation. All I got was Ultimate Spider-Man and it was terrible.
For who?
Kane.
King.
Oh,
He was
right.
He was Ben. He had a single scar on his nose.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. So in Ultimate Spider-Man the cartoon, Scarlet Spider's like, I don't want to show my face because it's so horrible and like deformed. And when he does show his face, he's just got like a small scar on his head.
It's so bad. I don't like
I don't want to scare the children. Kane's a pretty
It's like
gross-looking character.
fine.
He was gross looking until 2012 or whenever the fuck Spider Island happened.
What does he look? I don't remember because he kind of looked weird in the Spider-Verse, but I guess not as bad.
He just had a normal face then.
Oh,
His
did he?
generation went away after Spider Island. Yeah, and then the Spider Island series are coming back. I don't remember why.
Anyway, I found the Spider-Woman fiction.
Yes, I've been searching for some, but I couldn't find any, good ones, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I'm not sure what's... Oh, I've just seen the line, only dress in his boxers. So,
Good.
well.
Link it. It'll be amazing.
I mean, I just saw that out of context, so it could be far more innocent than I... But...
Let's give it a whirl.
Let's give it a whirl.
I'm just reading random lines, and I can see more, and party bonanza, and
I'm so excited.
behind my eyelids.
Party bonanza, yes, please.
13 chapters.
Whoa. When does it get good?
We can do an episode for each chapter.
God.
Oh no. So which chapter are we gonna read? Because chapter 1 looks pretty boring.
Chapter 1.
I mean, it doesn't look like it is any of the real meat though.
The meat of the story. You know what?
Yeah.
I think it's a self-insert story. I think the writer is the one who's meeting Spider-Woman.
No, it's not the writer. I think it's one of those your name things, so we'll just use Dylan.
Oh. What is... I'm like skimming through this. There's
I'm not even
just
clicking on it.
in bold, Tony Stark missing in Afghanistan. I'm confused. Spider-Woman's not in this.
Do you think maybe they just only knew about Spider-Man and thought they had this really original idea, let's make a Spider-Woman. It'll be revolutionary.
No. It's very possible.
I think I just found another one, but I think it's a little more smutty.
That's even better.
Trigger warning. References to suicide. Read at your own risk.
Oh, edgy, let's do it.
Yes.
Maybe it is about Spider-Woman. I do see mentions of Hydra. I still can't.
Chapter 1 of 46.
Okay, I found an even better one. I think this is the one we're gonna have to read. There's
Let's read Spidey's harem, but pretend the characters aren't 16.
There's a line. Okay, how can I tell you where this is? It's kind of 3/4 of the way down the page. It says I can't read
this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Start with then he impersonated Nick Fury and said.
Then
This is you, Dylan. We want you to read this.
Okay, I found it.
Wait.
You want me to start from there?
Yeah,
we
start.
Need to decide each person, and I'm not reading because I don't have a door.
Start with then he impersonated Nick Fury and said, "Also, this ain't my first rodeo, kid."
All right. Well, hold on. Let's get some context here. The line before says, Peter replied, hello? I'm fucking Spider-Man. I'm the Big Apple's most beloved superhero. Nobody fakes an orgasm with me. Alright, so a little context there.
It's beautiful. Poetry.
Carol told me you slept with a lot more women than that, a lot more, and I know you fucked her.
So is this just about how Spider-Man fucks everyone?
That describes most things.
Dan's thoughts, Ron, be like.
Jessica sighed and said, "I'm just saying that it's a possibility that a fake orgasm could happen." Hell, I mean, I've done it before. Poor guy.
What the fuck? Poor Hawkeye.
I'm so glad this is happening.
Peter,
100% of my head canon, by the way.
Peter said,
Oh,
"Well, I can tell you that I'm no Clint Barton, that's for sure. Besides, I know a fake orgasm when I see one." See one. Does your spider sense go off? Be like, ah, yes.
Say, it's fake.
Just the spider sense improves.
Wait, I have a thing I wanted to ask. Dylan, since you're a Spider-Man expert, do you think she bites off?
Do I think she what?
Do you think she bites off his head after?
You're cutting out at the worst part.
Okay, never mind.
No. Ask
She's
you.
asking if Spider would bite off Peter Parker's head after they.
Oh. She's not Black Widow.
Oh, the Black Widow does.
She is in the Ultimate Universe.
to be fair, it doesn't specify
you're right.
which Spider Woman she is. She could be like Tarantula Woman or Black Widow Woman.
Well, if I don't actually know the answer to what spider she is, but you could surmise what spider she is based on what the spider that her father used was, but I don't remember that at the time. There's also in the second origin that Bendis did for her, she does get bit by a spider, I think, which is what causes her to be sick. So you could use that spider as well, but neither of them are Black Widows, I don't think.
That's a disappointment.
That's disappointing. Kind of wanted to see that happen.
Peter replied, "Get out of here." Then slowly, Jessica seductively looked at Peter and started to moan. Peter asked her, "Hey, you okay?" Then Jessica started to moan some more. Yeah.
I'm reading ahead a little bit. This is upsetting.
I'll take over as Jessica. You be Peter, I'll be Jessica.
Who's you?
Hold on, I'm sorry. They're in a restaurant.
Yeah, they're in a restaurant.
Her moans started getting louder.
During this entire conversation.
Her moans started to get louder, and Peter started to think, when did I develop a pheromone power? I'm a dumbass. I mean, I know it's a delicious sandwich, but I've never seen or heard of someone being horny as hell for a sandwich. Good God. Jessica's moans got even louder, and people were starting to stare at her. Yes, fuck me. Fuck me right there. Yes, oh,
Why?
That's the thing.
As Peter looked at Jessica in a dumbfounded manner, realizing what happened, she grabbed Peter's pickle and bit it.
Is this fan fiction suggesting that Peter is so Chad he can make an orgasm? I want to.
No, I think what's being implied here is that Jessica could prove to Peter that she did in fact fake an orgasm. She decided to start jerking off in the restaurant and bring herself to Coom so that everyone would know what it actually looks like. That's what I'm getting from this.
This is what the Spencer's Run should have been.
Yeah, I agree. This is quality.
Then Squirrel Girl, who is sitting across from Peter and
favorite
Jessica,
line.
said to the waitress, "I'll have what she's having."
That's amazing. This is the
Peter then
best.
said, "Holy shit." He asked Jessica, "Did Carol fake it?"
I'm so happy that we found this.
I don't know how I feel about this.
This ends with them being in love, like 3 sentences later. I just read the end.
Why?
It was just such a romantic moment.
Peter asked a confession. Jessica replied, "This is such clunkily, so clunkily
Remember that time in high school where I kissed your cheek and said goodbye to you, saying you'll never see me again?
What?
What?
Whoa.
They didn't go to high school together.
I thought she was like raised by Hydra or something.
Yeah, she's not even fucking American. She's British. Like,
Wait a second. Did it specify that she was Jessica Drew? Maybe it's Jessica Jones.
no, they talk about her pheromone powers, and the image associated is Spider-Man kissing Spider-Woman. It says at the top, Spider-Woman is actually British. But I wrote this in the universe of the fanfiction writer Zombie Cat 138's Watch Your Step, and it's described in that story as Jessica Drew being Peter Parker's high school friend. So, Zombie Cat 138's beautiful work.
So this is a sequel.
Extended universe.
Yeah,
This is a fanfiction of a fanfiction, right?
yeah, I guess so. Disclaimer, I do not own Spider-Man nor Spider-Woman. They are a property of Marvel. I also do not own When Harry Met Sally. That movie is owned by Castle Rock Entertainment and Nelson Entertainment. So this is loosely based on When Harry Met Sally.
Do you think that what just happened in that diner scene happened when
I sure hope not. I have not seen When Harry Met Sally, but
I
I would hope so.
I'm dead, dude. I'm fucking dead.
This is one of the main reasons that's why Peter found her attractive, besides she was one of the hottest girls in the Avengers, this Grammar Man. It was because she's an independent woman who can take care of herself. Who can help in the battlefield and off the field without being needy all the time. But she knew how to feel vulnerable. And all the whole experience she had when she was kidnapped by Oscorp. Even though that made her stronger and the person that she is today. This is...
Why is it so in depth? Like,
This is better than
this is
Because
better than
every-
actual Carnage.
every aspiring writer or every like early writer, their tool is to just make up a bunch of unnecessary details that have nothing to do with the story, but it makes them feel like they're doing something right.
feel like it's world building. Stop it.
Only the best smuts have world building.
This is a lovely fan fiction.
Do you boys want to move on from this bit? I feel like we've kind of tired it out.
Yeah.
We could talk about some
We need to
Ultimate
talk-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I like that book.
I like that book
What-
too.
I was about to spoil something regarding ultimate things.
You're about to spoil something regarding Ultimate things?
Yes, I almost said it.
It kind of
Like-
ended a while ago.
Yeah, like a recent
Yeah,
thing.
who cares? What
it was
happened
a
at the
recent
end of that
thing.
comic? I'm so confused about that.
All right, so like when
I
when
can like
Bendis left, when
This
Bendis
is-
left Marvel, he dropped like the biggest pile of shit for a later writer to deal with in
Yeah.
the form of an end page, like a stinger that was basically like, the Ultimate Universe is still alive. Look, there's Ultimate Jessica Drew, and then like, so has that been dealt with? Is that the thing?
Pick that up
It's
now.
being dealt with.
Christ.
has
By whom?
With a brand, it's in the Marvel book with a brand new villain called Ultimatum. Reminding us of one of the best parts of the Ultimate Universe.
No, no.
Ultimatum is a very bad like. his
It's
design is
amazing.
cluster. Dude, I hate it so much.
Wait. So in the current Miles book, they're dealing with it?
Yes, with a brand new villain called Ultimatum.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna be like Namor. He should have flood powers.
Hold on, I'll send a picture of the Ultimatum design so you can see how
Yeah, I was
it's
trying to
just...
find him. I don't want the book. It's too new. The Marvel Wiki doesn't know who he is yet.
In my opinion, I don't think the problem is like
That's Hank Pym.
Oh wow, he has a
Yes,
shield.
several
That's a
times.
big shield.
What the fuck? That's Ant-Man.
No, they got
Yeah,
all
he
the
has mostly
designs
income
in
designs. I
America
think
and
it's
just like
really
working
dumb.
to put them all together.
Look at that pouch.
I mean, I'll give them this. That does look like a representation of the worst parts of the Ultimate Universe. Which, if that's what they're going for, hats off to them. Is this the book still being written by Saladin Ahmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way
Well, I trust him.
the way that Miles interacts with the Rhino in that book is so good. I love the Rhino so much in that book. He's just so good. And in like Nick Spencer's run as well.
Yeah. That's I think the last issue of that book I read was the one where it was revealed that Miles's parents are having another baby.
Oh,
Guess who has to cut up on Miles?
absolute mileage cast.
Finally.
But
Dude,
this
wait,
is
I wanted to say something, okay? So, Saladin Ahmed, okay, I have some issues with him. He killed
Okay.
Morph, which is just not okay.
He didn't kill Morph. Morph isn't dead.
He killed.
You
Morph
can't
is
just kill Morph. You don't know who Morph is?
I don't know.
Have you read
Kevin
Age of
Sidney.
Apocalypse?
Morph
I've
is
read
the
comic
guy.
Exiles.
You probably know him best from like the 90s X-Men cartoon. He's that guy. This one's for you, Morph. The X-Men fucking Wolverine would yell about.
Yeah, I'm gonna get exposed here. I've not really seen that show.
Me neither. Here's what's important though. He was in Exiles, which is like the first X-Men thing I really read, and it's not X-Men at all. He's the best character in Exiles, and he's dead.
And he's best because he isn't dead. You can't just simply kill Morph. I'm sorry, this is...
recently, or?
I don't know, this is just a really bad inside joke.
Oh.
We should have brought this up. Morph isn't dead. Kane can't talk right now, I think, so I'm just gonna leave it at Morph isn't dead and move on.
I'm moving up to the room right now.
Morph isn't fucking dead.
He's dead.
So Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to talk about.
I say
Back to the top of the podcast.
I say we like only talk about the Ultimate Clone Saga and nothing else.
Oh God!
Troll
I've
Fighter.
talked about that book for centuries. That book is so good.
It's amazing.
Close
How does one take the worst thing to ever happen? Well, one of the worst things to ever happen in Spider-Man continuity, and then trim it down and make it good.
I feel like it might be my favorite arc from Ultimate Spider-Man.
I might agree. I don't. There's so many. That book is so long, and there's so much shit happening in it constantly that it's hard to pick out a favorite. But I think the Clone Saga is just, for what it stands for, like in a meta sense, is like that adds a lot of points to it. IMO. Like as a story, it's really good, but just the ability to take that many characters and that stupid of a concept and make it something interesting is very impressive, and is Bendis at his best.
My favorite Ultimate Spider-Man moment is when Aunt May says, "Change to James's office, May Parker." Yes, hello. My name is May Parker, and Peter Parker's on a legal guardianship. I just wanted to tell you that your behavior towards Peter was deplorable. You shy-minded, inconsiderate piece of rat shit. Nobody reads your crap paper, you egomaniac. Oh, a nice mustache. Hitler wants his look back.
Wow, she said that Hitler thing? That's incredible.
Yeah.
He's a hero in that universe.
I honestly kind of feel like Ultimate J. Jonah Jameson is like peak J. Jonah Jameson. Like the arc he goes through to just being completely obsessed with Spider-Man by the end. Like he wants to like send him to college and all this. It's great.
Yeah.
We can talk about so I don't know how far this ultimatum thing has gone, but so if the Ultimate Universe is still around, which I mean it is, thanks to Bendis, his last fuck you, at Marvel. That means that there is another that means that Peter is still around. Ultimate Peter is, because they brought him back for no reason.
Yeah, and he was in that like double page spread.
Was he?
I'm still thinking.
Yeah. Part of the Ultimates now. Also, you want to know what? Okay, wait. Can I spoil who Ultimatum is? Because it's really underwhelming.
I vote no.
I feel just not even for my sake, but like I feel like your audience's sake. This seems like a new enough thing where people might actually want to read it for themselves.
I agree with that.
All right, all three. We're spoiling. We're not going to spoil it because people are listening to the podcast. Got it. All right.
I
Anyway,
think
But
moving on.
exactly who you think.
I really hope they reveal that Ultimate Peter, him coming back, was just a clone or something. Because that whole thing they did where like they implied him and Goblin are mortal. It was just I thought it was so dumb. I
Did they
think
make them immortal?
Well, yeah,
I mean, I just hold on. Continue.
They heavily implied that the Peter that came back is a clone, but they never confirmed it, and they sort of like hand waved it away because his explanation for how he came back was just I woke up in like a sterile lab where no one else was around, and I was just here again. But they never explored it. They just rode off into the sunset.
I feel like either way it
Jameson
kind of
when Jameson interviewed Norman Osborn, he was just like, "Oh well, you know, the Oz like formula makes you immortal. Maybe that's what happened to Peter."
It's possible, but like, I
I
mean,
do hate it as an explanation.
I still don't like it. Yeah.
I feel like either way it kind of detracts from Miles' character.
And it also detracts from that beautiful moment at the end where, like, it's just like Uncle Ben holding him, just like, you good kid.
Right. Like they made, I don't even know, because Bendis Bendis killed him and brought him back, and I don't understand like how he can put so much faith into killing a character and doing it so well and closing the book on a character and moving on, and then just bringing him back for the sake of bringing him back and never really doing anything with him.
Well,
Like
the thing is, the book ended because, like, the Ultimate Universe got destroyed in secret. So I assume that, like, there was going to be more stuff happening, but then Bendis was just too much of a stubborn prick. It's just like, I'm not going to change my storyline for Secret Wars. No.
Yeah. I feel like the way that because they did one story arc with Peter and Miles, and then they literally rode off into the sunset together, him and Mary Jane. And I mean, you can bring him back after that, but it just seems like why would you write that scene if you know, next issue he was just going to come back to explain more, like why he's here. Just seems
Also,
like pointless.
Also, the issue where they, like, revealed that Peter was back, like, Ultimate Spider-Man, I think it was, like, issue 200. Like, that was the really good, like, issue about, like, oh yeah, well, Peter has said, and this is, like, why that was really effective, because it was, like, what all the characters thought he could have been, and, like, all the possibilities to that.
I haven't read that much of Saladin Ahmed's run, but I do think that Miles could do better with kind of like outgrowing Peter's shadow. At least certainly in the Bendis run, it kind of always felt that it was just kind of another Peter to me, I guess.
Yeah. But I thought they were, like, moving, because what was happening, like, at the end of the Saladin, the end of the Bendis run, they were moving away from him being, like, Spider-Man, because he, like, was able to shoot, like, organic webs made of, like, his venom blast, and, like, he was, like, not really being Spider-Man anymore, and he got recruited by, like, I think it was, like, Blade along with Ironheart to do a thing, and then that was just never picked up again because Ben just left and no one cared.
How far did they go with that Spidey thing? You remember that? Spidey?
I don't think that ever got picked up.
What about it?
I wonder how much, like, how far they went with that. It's just such an awful name.
It was a closed and shut book. It was just it was like a reimagining of Peter's origin with slightly updated stuff.
Oh,
was a fun
that. Okay.
At least that's the most recent one. There have been Spidey books before. But...
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that. I
Okay.
thought that there was like for a while they tried to change Miles' name from Spider-Man to Spidey, as in like Super Spy letter D.
Oh no, I don't know anything about that. When did that happen?
So the rumor is they planned to do that, but then like when it got out and there was just like a public outcry of no, and then also because Bendis was leaving Marvel, that just never happened. But like
okay.
it was, but if like, but it like that's definitely the direction the book was going. Work in the shadows more. He was like, I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. He was like not using Spider-Man powers as much. So
okay, so I pulled up Spider-Man 2 issue 5 because I wanted to remember like the reveal of the Ultimate Universe being back, and it's worse than I remember.
Oh yeah, because Green Goblin just like hits the ground outside the cafe where 616 Miles is.
Yeah, so 616 Miles successfully ports through to 1610, and it's there, and the Triskelion is like being built again. And he goes in to see an alive alternate universe version of his wife or whatever in a cafe, and then Ultimate Green Goblin, who's dead, crashes into it, and then starts getting beaten up by Ultimate Peter, who quit, and then the Ultimates show up, which consist of Thor, Captain America, the Hulk, Ant-Man, Ultimate Jessica Drew, who's not Black Widow, and Riri Williams, who doesn't exist. So
Okay, wait. I think there's a reason for that. I think it's because it's an alternate version of the Ultimate Universe.
I was kind of thinking that, but like, why?
I don't know
think there's
an explanation for this. What if this is meant to be Bendis being like, oh, the Ultimate Universe is back? What if this is Bendis just being like, hey, like, it's like meant to be more symbolic, like, than that, like, oh, like, all the things that I made, like, exist and are out there, but, like, other things that happen in the main universe, and, like, it can be moved on from, and, like, it's, like, symbolically, like, my contribution is gone, Marvel can be what it wants to be.
I think that's a good interpretation, but, like, I would love for it to do that, and I would love for me to agree with that. I don't know, I don't think I have that much faith in Bendis for it to be that well.
I would have to reread Spider-Man 2, which I really don't want to, but I feel like does anyone remember the 616 Miles when he was like building his alternate universe portal thing? Was he like targeting in on a specific universe? Like, was he using Ultimate Miles as like a thing for like how to target which universe? Because what made him decide, if he did make the decision to go to what is presumably 1610 or like, I don't know, like 1611, like something close to it? Or was it just completely random?
It's just complete coincidence, I think.
That's such bad writing.
I thought that 616 Miles in general was just kind of a letdown.
I don't
know
Spider-Man 2 had to exist. Also considering the fact that when Spider-Man 2 was coming out, that there was also the Marvel Generations Miles and Peter, also written by Bendis book that came out.
Wait, that was a thing?
Yeah, that came out while Spider-Man 2 was happening.
Of course it did. What was in that? I didn't read it.
So it's after Secret Empire, Miles gets transported to like basically 1960s to meet, and he meets Peter Parker from just after I think it's like If This Be My Fate or something. I can't remember the name of the story, where he like lifts up the whole building and stuff, and like everything falls on him. It's just like he's just gotten hurt and he's talking about it. And
I mean the master planner thing, right?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Got really quiet.
Sorry. Find if there is literally any reason that 616 Miles ended up in the Ultimate Universe, or if it was just bad writing.
I think it was bad writing.
That seems to be the case. What, Poonda?
Why do you stay quiet?
I'm sorry.
For all you lovely listeners at home, Poonda just messaged us saying, stay quiet. Which makes it like a serial killer that we need to hide.
I didn't see that. You know what? No. Shut up.
Oh, no. I remember. Okay. It is the Ultimate Universe. It has to be 1610 because I just went back to issue 1 of Spider-Man 2. Peter and Miles are talking about how the break in space-time or whatever is the same one and in the same place from the first Spider-Man, which is how Miles got over to 616. Peter went to 1610. But it's clearly a rift that connects 616 and 1610, and that's the one that Taskmaster goes through and then tells 616 Miles to go through. And he does, and he ends up in... So it can't be an alternate version of the Ultimate Universe. It has to be the Ultimate Universe. Which just makes this make no sense.
I forgot how nice the art is, which is annoying.
Oh yeah, it's a very pretty book.
Who did the art? Was it Pacelli?
It's Sarah Pacelli and Mark Bagley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Bagley did the ending part. I remember that.
Yeah, it's both
Hold
of the
on.
Ultimate Spider-Man artists.
Hold on. In the big double page spread, I'm just looking at this again. There is Ultimate 4 with the Ultimate Mjolnir, which Jane Foster is currently using, and was being used by the War for at the time. And there's Hank Pym, who is evil.
Most of these characters should be dead or not look like the way that they look.
Alright, I'm just going to assume Mr. Fantastic did something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Something happened.
The problem with showing stuff like this is, you can I would accept showing a double page spread like this with characters who were like, oh, he was dead last time we saw him, or he looked different, or she was Black Widow. If in somewhere in the writing it mentioned that this was a long time after the last time you saw these characters. But the implication here and throughout the book is that Miles' universe still exists in the way that it did when he left. And now, they've basically swapped places, 616 and 1610 Miles. And so to show, the double page spread that is supposed to be the status quo of the Ultimate Universe, it just seems like this is what Bendis wants the Ultimate Universe to be, and he doesn't really care to write the parts that get it back to that point. He's just this is what it looks like. Some other writer will come along and tell you how it got there, which is very arrogant.
Also, I do hate the whole thing where Ben just keeps on implying that Miles is both remembers the Ultimate Universe and remembers Secret Wars.
Right.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah,
I think they implied recently that he doesn't remember the Ultimate Universe.
Oh no, they've outright retconned it, so he doesn't.
Which makes
He's
sense.
sure though, because in Venom he specifically remembers that Ultimate Venom, killed his mom or something.
The problem, and I made a video about this. The problem with
Nice plug.
this whole thing of is that with Miles either remembering the Ultimate Universe or not remembering the Ultimate Universe is because each writer seems to have a different view on what it should be, and it almost never aligns with what actually happened. In Spider-Man 2, or just going back to post Secret Wars, in the last issue of Secret Wars, when he is in 616, it's heavily implied that Molecule Man just forced the two realities together in Miles's head, so he was always in 616, but he just has the memories from then. but then his mom came back and he really didn't care and he didn't question it. So there's a lot of contradictions that don't make sense with like Miles's memory. And like the cleanest way to do it is just a classic comic book retcon. Just Molecule Man did Miles a favor, brought his mom back, and put his history and anyone who a writer wanted to write about in 616, and they've always been there. Like that's clean. You can do that.
They're trying to create a version of it.
Yeah, and it's just like so many writers keep playing with the fact that he does remember it, or he doesn't, and that's a problem. And like, just leave it alone. Do what the PS4 game did. It doesn't matter.
This discussion of Bendis not caring about continuity reminding me of a book that he's currently writing, which is all the Superman stuff he's doing.
Is it bad or is it good? I don't know.
I read a little bit of it when it was first coming out, and I didn't really like it. But I have heard from a couple people that they like it now, but didn't when it started. Which that's kind of every Bendis book.
Not gonna lie, I kind of think I like most Bendis things, like even the stuff people hate. I haven't read any of his DC stuff, but even like All New X-Men and his Guardians of the Galaxy, I really enjoyed. I just think, I don't know, his style's really nice. Even if even if a lot of the time the continuity doesn't line up.
Apart from the Iceman.
The Iceman is stupid. I haven't read All New X-Men, but I've seen that page. It's so...
Yeah.
I don't like the way it happened. I don't care if Iceman is a gay dude. I just don't like that Jean just goes like, hey everyone, Iceman is gay.
Well, he doesn't... To be fair, Jean doesn't tell everyone. She tells Iceman, which is... Yeah, you should never, like... The real world version of that is telling someone that you think they're a certain sexuality, which is possibly the most harmful thing you can do to someone who's questioning or doesn't even know that they're questioning, because it will, you know, like it could make them affixed to a label that they aren't actually, or is harmful to them.
He did read his mind though.
Yeah,
which is
right, but
stealing his diary and then being like, oh, this is what he is, and then telling him you're gay.
Exactly. Like that's not like Iceman learning, like coming to terms with him being gay is a journey that he should go on for himself, not that someone with mind reading powers should tell him. Like that is a betrayal of trust.
Jean Grey should get cancelled.
Dude, cancel Jean Grey.
How about
cancel every episode?
How about the name of every single episode is just cancelling this person? It's brilliant.
Oh,
yeah,
Genius, big brain.
Hey, speaking of canceling Jean Grey, can we cancel her fucking Marvel Girl outfit? I hate it so much.
Like
the X-Men Red one?
No, not the X-Men Red one. That's okay. But I'm talking about like the current one, the one that Hickman's using, and the.
Oh, I've not read any of that.
They're using the old one that she was Marvel Girl.
Oh, I kind of like that costume.
What, like the skirt one?
Yeah, like
the
green and yellow one.
It's not the best, but I like her Phoenix costume a lot.
Her Phoenix costume is very nice.
My favorite costume of hers was, which we'll probably never see again, is the one that she wore, like young Jean Grey wore in the Dennis Hopeless run.
It's so good.
I fucking love that costume.
Yeah, and also,
wow, but it was probably good.
they had their cake and they ate it too because they had like a theme with all the X-Men characters because they all had X on their chest, but also it was like really unique and individual. And it was like a color scheme and everything.
Not X-Force, X Factor.
What?
Stay quiet.
All right, we're at like an hour. We need another bit.
We're at an hour?
We're at 56 minutes.
Oh, okay. I don't know how long this podcast goes.
That's what I see.
Well, I had a question actually about the podcast. I briefly listened to the first episode.
Oh no!
it's horrifying.
What are your thoughts on Stall as the intro?
That was my question. Why is your intro music stall?
It's just a good song.
It's like a minute of it too. It's such a long intro.
Stop it.
Yeah, wait. I could have cut it down a bit.
To our horrible
Look, if it was only me, it would have been better by
It's I could have cut it down a bit, but I don't know. I think it's just a good song, but also it's kind of like nice and calm and like jazzy.
No, because you wanted to spite me.
Yeah, it's the best Minecraft disc. You can't even fight it.
Shut up! Blocks and Cat are so much
They're the
better
most
than-
generic songs ever.
Cat is pretty good. Have you heard? There's a we're talking about Minecraft now in this Absolute Carnage podcast. There's a song on Minecraft Volume Beta called Dog, and later in the album, C418 just puts cat and dog on top of each other, and they sound fantastic together.
Huh. That's some Illuminati shit.
If you ever want to listen to the to just the Minecraft music, both of the original albums just by themselves are great listens. Volume Beta is a very long, but it's very good.
What are
My
your
English teacher just put them on.
boys' thoughts on Minecraft Education Edition?
Minecraft Education Edition is just wait. Oh right, we're using it on this. Never mind. Yeah, Minecraft Education Edition is a very useful learning tool that nobody will ever use for education. Oh right, dude, my geometry teacher last year told us that he used Minecraft Education Edition like a college class, and he
No
was telling us
way.
that it's fucking hard because like you have to like get elements and make stuff.
If they
I
were
remember-
able to like reskin the elements from just bits of the periodic table to actual like representations of what they are in real life, then I think it could be like the peak Minecraft.
Okay, but a lot of those are noble gases, so you can't really do that.
You could
Very
use like a bottle of
You have to
something.
be like a bottle, yeah. But then, like, I don't know. I think the block. I don't think there should be blocks. I think there should just be like items.
I'd
I
be down for
remember
that.
way back when there was a Minecraft teacher that I used to watch where he had a like his computer class of like a bunch of 7-year-olds. He would make Minecraft worlds for them to go through and they would play Minecraft and learn stuff, and it was
That's
cool.
amazing.
I thought it was and like all the parents like signed off on it, and it was basically just a computer class of like playing Minecraft and like slightly learning things. It's good.
Minecraft as a learning tool is very wholesome. I like it. I like
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute. I think I'm a fan of Minecraft Education Edition.
All right, you heard it here, folks. Dylan's Minecraft Education Edition.
And
Got
then
my seal of
there's
approval.
fucking Minecraft Earth coming out. The beta for that
It's
is already
out.
out.
I'm so excited. I want to use the shit of that.
I signed
I
up
don't
for the
like
beta, but I haven't actually played it yet. I heard that it's not like you can't just build anything anywhere. You have like a set amount of space, which just like kind of ruins the idea for me.
Yeah, and you know how you
You
get
can
more
build it anywhere.
space?
I think it's like specific places where you can build stuff, which makes sense, I guess. But
No, it's in like the area in which like like the size of the thing you can build is like restricted. Like, and the only way you can like get like a larger space is by like basically just microtransactions.
well, I mean, they have to make money somehow, I guess, because yeah, it's still stupid.
It's like it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
We
I don't
did
know.
this like through like fucking typing a while ago, but now that Dylan's here, we should make a Minecraft YouTuber tier list.
All right. Yeah.
Dylan, who's your
It's still,
favorite Minecraft YouTuber?
Oh, is this still a Spider-Man podcast?
Who's
No,
your
it's
favorite
not. It's
Spider-Man
Minecraft.
YouTuber?
Who's your favorite Spider-Man Minecraft YouTuber?
Yeah,
That is so specific.
No, it's
There is
not.
like a Spider-Man skin pack for the Xbox 360 edition.
I'm pretty sure it got removed.
Yeah, it
What?
got removed. The
Seems like
Sony
it
stuff.
would. Yeah.
But-
yeah, it was skin pack.
But very seriously and deadpan and not funnily at all, who's your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Dylan?
Who's my favorite Minecraft YouTuber?
Yes.
Like
Uh,
old school or new boys.
old school or new boys? Well, I
No,
I
you-
probably have different answers for both.
New boys.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you still watched Minecraft content, so I was
Of
just.
course I do.
I've seen you like
Okay,
some
that's
of
fair.
Travis's tweets and like the big
Yeah.
chicken stuff, the big duck or whatever.
I like a lot of the I like a lot of the SMP Live people.
They're so
I
good.
think they're very fun.
They're so great.
For reference for our out of touch time with this stuff, when I heard people talk about PewDiePie's Minecraft Let's Play series, I thought they were talking about the one from 2010.
Oh. Yeah, no,
I
Minecraft has
didn't
made a
even know he
comeback
played
this year.
Minecraft in 2010.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
I
It
mean,
was like
yeah,
a
they
video.
like I didn't know about it.
I have Minecraft videos from back then.
You do, and I watched
Religion books. Okay. Even more serious question. Even more serious question.
Dylan,
What's your favorite religion book?
Stop it.
Jesus Christ, that's such a deep cut. Oh my god. This was a mistake.
Yeah, we're over an hour now recording, so we could probably just end it. Who wants to say goodbye?
Dylan didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
Who's your favorite Minecraft YouTuber?
Say
don't
Jay
know.
Schlatt.
Sure, Jay Schlatt, he's great.
Yay! Now we can end it.
This has been the Absolute Carnage-Cast.
Absolute carnage, 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 absolute carnage.
Stop.